Hello people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing few videos for you. Yesterday I was not quite okay up here and I didn't do any videos. I didn't feel like it. Whole day I was at home and just doing nothing, So I thought, the work must go on and I'll actually do an extra episode, Morning Thoughts, and I'll explain to you why I am not looking very happy today or cheerful. Some sort of tragedy struck in Bangladesh, if you already know. I don't want to talk about that in the review, but if I don't look very cheerful, do apologize for that, and I'm sorry, okay? But I'll do the reviews because this is my work. So recent times, I got a few samples of Nishanes. I stopped actually buying expensive niche perfumes nowadays because when I say expensive, they are quite expensive now. So Nishanes, I bought the one I'm about to review, which is called Hachivat X. This is the official sample that I purchased. These are like $5 each, I think. And these are like other two are like Mana and Shem. Okay, so I did cover like maybe one more from this line before, so I will review the other two. Okay, and actually trying to relax. I'm very actually, it takes a lot, to overcome and all these things, mental stress. So I actually bought this tea. It's called chamomile or chamomile tea. Okay, I got recently. It's Bangladeshi brand. It's a herbal kind of floral tea, and I used to have this from Twinings in Malaysia a lot. Here it's very expensive, so I cannot buy those. These are okay, good pricing. So yeah, a little bit of light tea and trying to avoid caffeine as much as possible because it gets me jumpy. So Nishanes, basically I did cover Nishanes Hachivat, which is the old fragrance, and then since they released Hachivat X and Hachivat also Oud. Is it tilted? Yeah. So I was interested in buying them, but I saw the price range was officially $250 plus. I had no intention to buy these. And if you buy tester or from discounted sources, it's going to at least cost you like a lot of money, basically a lot of money, which I think it's like for me, because I'm not used to paying so much money for niche brands like before 3-4 years back. Now I am, like feeling like it's kind of tough for me, So I still want to make content, by the way, and I think this is a great house and the original was so good. But I don't have the Hachivat anymore. I finished threw the bottle away. So the X one, I try to pick up, see what actually this is all about and is it very different from the original. Many people compare this to the OG Hachivat, you'll see. And I'm wearing this fragrance on my hand. So basically there's nothing much to show. This is the official sample and I did use it twice, okay? Believe it or not, you see like the small 1.5 ml, whatever this sample size is. I think this is extra puffer. I don't know, like I cannot read from so close, my vision problem. Anyway, so this small samples are standard. You'll be thinking like I would be having this much down, like on typical perfumes and all that. Why this is like not after 2 wearings, why it's so low, like juice missing. Reason being, I sprayed it once and I realized one thing, this has some potency, Let me just go one more spray here, just a little spray, because these are very, very dangerous. And I wore it for a full day's wearing, believe it or not, just that one spray. Like that, one day on hand just to test it. Let me go first. This is 2023 release, I believe. And according to Fragrantica, this one has notes like pineapple, bergamot, pink pepper, lime, Tunisian orange blossom, jasmine, Haitian vetiver, cedar and patchouli. So these notes sort of makes this fragrance. And original Hachivat, let me just tell you, are man, I'm just so not okay today. I'm dropping the phone. Okay, so the original Hachivat was similar almost: pineapple, grapefruit, bergamot, cedar, patchouli, jasmine, oak moss, and woody notes. So a lot of things were common, and some of the things were not so common. Like Hachivat original had the huge oak moss overload. So the first batches of Hachivat, and I also have an old batch of Nishane Hacivat. So these things are nuclear. Okay, so Hachivat and that, if you put together, like couple of sprays for the day, believe it or not, you don't have to wear anything else for the rest of the day. So that was the power of Nishanes. But these old fragrances, just like many other niche and designer, they start getting reformulated and then the price actually picks up. So it's like a double whammy, if you can call it that. So you get sort of like a less value for more money or something like that, So I didn't bother to buy a reformulated new version of Hachivat. Okay, so as an alternative, I have this. I have Hawas Black, which I say very close body to Hachivat. Hachivat is more smoother, better quality, but for the performance, that thing, Hawas Black is like a top, like a player. Okay, so this one, when I wore it, all the ingredients I told you. This is the dry down and this is the opening. So what I smell from this, I will tell you in a bit, but let me tell you the performance. When I sprayed that once on my hand and I went out, I forgot to spray a few more times, because I thought, oh my God, I forgot. Because it will not be a justice, it will not be justice if I just talk about a fragrance, just one spray from a sample. To my surprise, it was very hot day and I was like literally melting, like we do sweat a lot. It's very difficult to work out or do cardios. Nowadays, I'm struggling a lot because of the weather. So I barely can finish my 7-8K steps, which is like my least, So anyway, even doing that is difficult. At night, early morning, there's just no breeze. So it rained yesterday, but didn't really make any difference. Sticky weather, humid. So this thing, among all this extreme weather, how much extreme you would say? Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so how much extreme you would say? This is extremely beast mode in extreme weather. Okay, 41 degrees, 42 degrees Celsius, This thing held up for 8 to 10 hours on my skin, one spray on my skin. Maybe it was not projecting after 2 to 3 hours, but it was there. Okay, when I washed after the shower, it was gone after 10th hour. So the performance from this, I think Extrait de Parfum, this being maybe just like a maybe old batch or something, I'm not quite sure which batch this is. This thing, performance has no issue. Okay, so performance, forget about it, it's great. Both 10, longevity and projection. Seasons to wear it. Like, in general, like ideally you think, oh man, this is as close as Hachivat, so maybe it's just the same weather that you can wear it. I'm sorry, I have to keep sipping on tea. Feeling lethargic for last 2 days for some reason. So I personally think Hachivat, original Hachivat, the white one, the first one, was more versatile than this, and I actually preferred that one more than this. Okay, there are some differences. This is not significant huge difference between the two. I know Hachivat, I wore it for so many years, so I know that dry down, opening, whatever, the projection, like backside of my palm. Okay, I don't need to have it because the memories are still alive. So this is little bit like the oak moss is missing in this, and they amped up like something like lime, citrus. They try to make it more uplifting, I guess, and then they added maybe, what is that thing they added? Cedar, cedar, vetiver, all these things, and then instead of whatever floral in the original Hachivat was, I think, jasmine. Here they put orange blossom. Okay, so these two notes are additional, and they have some peppery kick like the pink pepper. These three notes actually stood up to me from this, and I personally think Hachivat and this definitely are like very almost like a twin. Like the twin was released, maybe this was the twin of original Hachivat, the X1, and this was released after like say 1 hour or so, like not really back to back. Okay, so there are some differences, but I think personally this one holds a lot of Hachivat, and if you already have original Hachivat, you don't need this. This is very close to the original, 85% similar. Okay, the difference between this and OG's, OG one has this creamy, like nice, it was a pineapple blast. At the same time, there's some blanche style oak moss in there, which was very, very clean, fruity, as well as like it was just right for summer. It was blanche style, white style perfume. This is also blanche, but something weird in it, which for me is difficult to say if I like it or not. Like it's a nice fragrance, longevity, projection, everything is there, but somehow I crave for the old one because of, I guess, the oak moss or something that is replaced by Haitian vetiver or whatever is in there. I guess I'm not very big fan of that note, the dry down especially. Opening is okay, but the dry down goes a little bit different direction. So this thing feels, maybe you can wear it maybe in winter, fall, where Hachivat can be worn all year round. Okay, so Hachivat OG for me was fresher, even though this one utilizes lime, pink pepper and all that. This thing is a little bit, I don't know, I'm not gonna say turn in my stomach or something. It's not bad. Okay, it's just that I don't prefer it, and I am okay with it, but I don't like it. Okay, after a long time it happened with maybe this house has some gems also. There are some fragrances I cannot wear, like sham, so I say nefs. Some of them are very difficult to pull. This thing, something in it, I just do not know what it is. It just sort of didn't work for me, so it gives me headache as well, which Hachivat didn't do. So I will tell you, if you really are interested, get a sample like this. Okay, in Bangladesh, I think there is a brother Anas. He sells these samples, bottles and stuff. I recently got to meet him. And he's a community member, so he's selling a lot of perfumes, pre-order and all that, so you can get it from their page. Okay, so I forgot the house, Bangladesh Perfume, I forgot the name of his page, but brother Anas, those who know in Bangladesh, they know him. You can order a sample and see. So this thing for me, it's very overpowering, and there is something in it. It's just that I miss the blanc or blanche part of the OG Hachivat in this. This one goes Yeah, I suppose it doesn't have oak moss, but this one, the mix is weird. Okay, so it's maybe for more mature noses or people who live in the countries where it's really, really chill, like minus 14, 30 degrees, whatever, Canada or somewhere where it's snowing, maybe it will peak differently. But in the hot summers day, this thing didn't work for me. Okay, so it's not the fault of the perfume, it's just that maybe wrong country or wrong weather. Okay, so overall, Hachivat X, I want to try Hachivat Oud as well. It's more expensive than Hachivat, but it's not reformulated as far as I know. But if it is, I cannot confirm. Okay, for me it's a pass. Okay, not like I dislike it or something. It just doesn't, like go with me or the mood or the weather, whatever on my skin chemistry. It's beast mode. Definitely you're not gonna get any weak juice in there, but try before you buy. Overall, I'll give this fragrance like I'll still give out of respect 7 out of 10. Okay, so Hachivat X for you. Okay, so in recent times, the other two, the Mana and Shem, these two are more interesting. I'll review them in time, maybe one by one. So watch for that. Okay, so let me do a list, then we'll do a morning thoughts, and then I'll talk to you guys. Okay, take care. I'll see you soon. Have a nice day. Bye bye.